Hey everyone, welcome to a review of the Dockside Inn and Suites at Universal Studios Orlando. This hotel is part of the Endless Resort complex, and they have a variety of rooms that range between $99 and $295. So the sister hotel to this resort would be the Surfside, and that is similar but smaller in comparison to this one. One of my favorite features of the Universal Suites is that they come with a kitchenette with a fridge, a microwave, a coffee maker, a nice table. It really works out for a family like ours, which is a family of 5. This particular suite has 3 beds, which sleeps a total of 6 people. And it worked out so well for our family. There's so much room. And I mean, look how much room you're getting for under $300 a night. I believe we actually paid around the $150 mark for our stay here. This area that you're seeing right now is actually a private room, and it has a door. So this is where we slept with my son, and it was really nice to have that privacy. This is something I've actually never had at one of the resorts at Universal Studios, especially for being a value resort. We normally stay at Cabana Bay, which has 2 beds and then a pull-out sofa, but this was really, really nice to have just one definitive room that was ours. You can see that they offer all the basic amenities in these rooms. We've got a luggage rack, a ironing board, extra blankets. I also really love how they're starting to incorporate just phone plugs everywhere. It works out really well. I also like the fact that there's so many hooks for things. It just helps keep everybody really organized, and it's not like we need a ton of drawers and stuff. I just need places to hang some things like backpacks and stuff. We also chose to get a pool view for our room. This was actually during the hurricane, so if we were stuck in our room, I just wanted a nice view that we could look at. So bathrooms are always super nice at the Universal Resorts. I love that they have a toilet and shower in one area, and then there's also the sink area, which is separate. This hotel has a full tub, which is really nice, especially if you have younger kids. And also we can close this off to the rest of the room so that my son cannot come and play in here. This was a super nice basic shower and tub, which I really like just the basic system because, like I said, I have a 1-year-old. It's just easier to bathe them in. And I like a basic setup. It just works out best for vacation. Everything was super new looking and clean, and I really liked it. And you'll see right here, this is kind of the sink setup. It's really nice and bright. There's plenty of space to put things. You'll see that we have everything kind of on top of the counters so my son doesn't take everything, but it still doesn't look super overcrowded. You'll notice in all of my videos, this is actually how our room is set up. I didn't make it pretty or anything because it's good to have a visual of like what stuff looks like when you're in these rooms, because some rooms look really big and then once you put your stuff in them, I feel like they get really cramped. So this one was nice. We were able to organize things fairly well for having 3 kids, and it was just a really, really nice room. And you can see that both of the windows in our suite have a pool view. It was a little bit awkward being on the corner because you could almost see in the other rooms, but it was fine. So my 2 daughters had the beds in the main room. They were very happy with this. You can see the cute little light right there that they have, reading light for above the bed. And you can see that the rest of this room, opens up and is kind of like a big space with a TV. There's a little stationary nook right over here with the phone and a couple of information sheets. Also, phone plugs. Awesome. These are always really helpful. And then we've got drawers here, which we don't always use. It depends on how long we're staying for, but I'm afraid that I'm going to lose things. Even though I check a million times, I still feel like it's going to happen. We also asked for a crib, and they gave us a 4 moms. I think this is standard for the hotels, but super easy to set up. It was also clean and just what we needed. So here's one more view of the pool. You could see that it's actually closed right now because there was lightning warnings. Actually, it might have been a tornado warning. I can't remember. It was a little crazy. But at least I did get some footage without people everywhere, which is my preference. This is like a little sand area that they had, and they also had a splash pad, which my son loved. I have learned that apparently the Surfside does not have a splash pad, so if you have little kids, I would recommend the Dockside over Surfside, because this is just a really easy way to keep kids entertained without having to watch them in the pool, and they're just so much fun. We ended up spending a lot of time in the arcade because it was pouring rain out for a majority of our stay. My daughter is a claw machine master. She did not win anything at any of these claw machines, which was kind of surprising because she is surprisingly good. But it was fun to be in here. You just fill up these little cards for the arcade, and it wasn't super crowded in here for how much it was raining, but we had fun. I mean, every hotel room that we've ever stayed at has an arcade somewhere. It's times like these when there's hurricanes and stuff that these are there for, so it was fun to kind of spend some time and keep our kids occupied during the storm. I don't know why Mario hanging here just made me really uncomfortable. So walking through the first part of the Pier 8 market, we've got a little snack section here with just grab and go stuff. We also have a beverage area with to-go drinks, and then you'll see that there's like just the different stations. This is a pretty common setup, but it all looked pretty good. There's another grab and go section that had like charcuterie boards and some stuff like that. I'm actually walking through during breakfast right now, so there's just a couple different options, but normally they have like, chicken fingers, burgers, pizzas, and then a couple pasta items that's like what you normally get. And then there's like a salad bar. Right now it's a fruit salad bar. And then there's like a dessert area right here with some pastries. Pretty typical. Everything looks super good. It's all pretty expensive. Universal, I feel like, is a lot more expensive in these areas than Disney. One thing that I was very impressed by with the whole Pier 8 market was how much seating there was throughout the entire place. There was plenty of room to spread out. You can see along this partition there's even more seating. So it was really nice to just know that you can kind of not be squished, not be fighting for a table, not have to eat on a dirty table. There's just so many places to eat, which I think is really nice, because I think that's one of my biggest anxiety things, is just not being able to find a table and having just a tray full of food. So these are the Coke Zero machines. They've got all your condiments and things. This was all super clean as well. There's also like a fine area to throw away your trash and put your plates and trays and stuff. You can see another seating area over there. And then this is another seating area. And then we have their bar. This is the Oasis Beach Bar. And then we have the Sunset Lounge right here. So these are all attached to the main lobby. There's just so much space in here, and I was just really taken aback by how big and roomy this whole area is. And you can see how much it was raining at this time. This was actually at checkout for us. I also just wanted to point out the parking structures that they have at the Universal Resort. So it is really easy to find parking, and it's just an awesome thing that you don't have to search for parking, because they're starting to build these at all the resorts now. It's just really convenient. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe for more reviews.